friends, welcome to Living It Country. I'm Holly, and today we have another beautiful home we get to tour today, and that is of my friend Amanda from Turquoise Trail Cabin. She has a beautiful home full of vintage finds that is full of inspiration. You guys are going to absolutely love her. I have her account listed in the description box below, so you guys can give her a follow on Instagram and get even more new ideas from her over there. Now, before we get started, I want to share a super fun deal going on with Auntie Candle Co. They have their Christmas sampler box, so you can be one of their Christmas candle testers. They've got 4 really yummy candles in here, and for $20 it's a awesome way to test all these out. So I have a link in the description box down below if you guys want to check them out and show Auntie Candle Co. some support. So let's go ahead and get started.
Hi friends, I'm Amanda from Turquoise Trail Cabin. Welcome to our beautiful cabin in the mountains of New Mexico. We love New Mexico. We live at about 7,000 feet elevation. So in the summer it's really beautiful and cool, and in the winter we get a lot of beautiful magical snow. So come along for the tour and see what it's like to live in a cabin in New Mexico. It is filled with juniper and pinon trees, which are really common in New Mexico. This is a ponderosa pine here that I'm standing underneath. So when you come up to our house, it's built kind of on a hill in the mountains. And here's the deck. When we bought the house, it was cedar and it was in rough shape. Plus we knew we were going to be adding the addition. So what we did was we decided to blend the old cedar with the new by staining the exterior this black color. And we added a silver metal farmhouse roof to withstand the snow that we get here, which is pretty heavy during the winter, and a craftsman door in sort of a New Mexico blue color. So come on inside and I will show you the rest of the house. I hope you enjoy. When you enter the living room, you can see that our house is pretty small. It's all one room. When we bought this house a couple years ago, it was about 900 square feet, and we sold our house that was 2,700 square feet, and we moved into this house, which was about 45 minutes east in the Sandia Mountains, just east of Albuquerque, New Mexico. So the reason my Instagram is called Turquoise Trail Cabin is because we live on the Turquoise Trail. The Turquoise Trail is a highway that runs from Albuquerque up to Santa Fe through the back of the Sandia Mountains. And it's known for mining for centuries of turquoise, silver, coal, and lead that Native Americans used to glaze their pottery. So the Turquoise Trail is basically a bunch of little mining towns in the mountains east of Albuquerque, and actually Cerrillos, which is just 30 minutes north of here, is one of the oldest, I think it is the oldest mining community in the United States. So, this is our living room. We put up all the shiplap in the living room. This house was actually built in the 1990s. New Mexico is known for having a lot of old farmhouses, but oftentimes they're built out of adobe. So we don't have a lot of old Victorians here in New Mexico. So I wanted to create sort of an older farmhouse look by adding shiplap and creating sort of a time-worn look. We also added pine flooring, which we installed ourselves as well, to kind of give it that old world feel. So this is the living room. Everything is one room. It's one big room. Actually, it's not very big at all, but it works. We wanted to be able to heat our home with wood, so we have our wood stove over here. We didn't want a pellet stove. We wanted something that we could heat with wood, and it's a small enough space that everything is in one shot and it stays warm in the winter time. It stays really cozy. So there's the kitchen, dining room, and the living room is over here. So let me show you a few more things. One of the things, if you follow my Instagram, you'll see a lot of are these 2 lamps. I really love antiques, and I found these at a thrift store. I think they were like $10 for the set. And it turns out they are by an artist from the 1930s named Luigi Gellert. And I had them rewired because someone had cut the cords. But I just love the simplicity of them. They're pretty cool. A male and a female lamp go together. This is actually artwork. A lot of the artwork in our house is by Ben's grandfather and my dad, who were both artists. This is a picture of Pokeyoke Beach in Bermuda. Ben is Bermudian, and this is actually painted by his grandfather, and this is actually the beach at his grandmother's home in Bermuda. So this was kind of her backyard. And so we like to have that. It kind of reminds us some of our family history, his family history. So let's go this way into the kitchen. When we were building this house, the cabinetry needed to be, and I said building, but when we were remodeling this house, all of the cabinetry needed to be redone. It's a view of the other side of the living room where I was just standing. And down this way is the hallway, and here's the kitchen. When we first moved in, we knew we were going to need to add new cabinetry, so we were kind of excited to get to pick something that was a little bit different. And so we picked this color that's kind of reminiscent of a turquoisey New Mexico blue. And then for the hardware, we picked a silver, but it's got a very tarnished look. Let me see if I can get closer. So it almost looks like old silverware or like New Mexico silver jewelry in turquoise. And then with the backsplash, we went with this graphic pattern, which also reminds me of the black and white pottery that you see here, or Navajo blankets. And it also reminds me of a quilt, an old quilt. And we just love the stars. This tile is by Marola Tile. It's called Stella Night, and it's available through Home Depot. I get a lot of questions about this tile, and honestly, we really like how it turned out. It's really bold. And again, the kitchen kind of just has this, we wanted it to sort of reflect New Mexico and sort of an artistic, eclectic feel. It's kind of unique. Yes, it's a farmhouse, but it's a farmhouse that's unique to our state, which is also unique and usually very crafty and artsy. So that's the kitchen, and it's just this one space. It's kind of just an L shape. There's no island. We just have this openness to the living room and a farmhouse table on this side. This door over here leads to our laundry room. And our farmhouse table can serve as a prep space, but also as our dining space. And it actually is a lot more spacious than you might think. So this is the living and kitchen area. Kind of explains a little bit of why we made the color selections and choices that we made in the space.
A big thank you to Amanda for opening up her beautiful home and sharing it with us here today. I hope you guys have a wonderful day, and I'll see you guys later on Living It Country. Bye!